私の世界ようこそどれへでもIt is I, Remilia Nephys is finally cast. Hello everybody! I'm so sorry for the delay. My internet was being a bitch. Hi. Hi, I'm Wemiko. Nice to meet you. I am, wow, thank you for $2. Hi, Wemmy. I'm not Wemmy. I'm Wemiko. I am Remilia's one out of 5. So I am Remilia's 25. What's 100? 20% brain cell. Yes, I am I am what I am part of the Remilia defense system in her head. I am the voices inside of her head. It's just today I manifested because it is my job to talk to you about anime. So, whenever she starts going on tangents about anime, it's just me. It's not actually her, but it's me. Yes. I love you. 20% of 0, it's still 0. That's what I call skill issue. Can you tell her to eat vegetables? Ah, no. Don't you know, eating vegetables will delay your thinking skills and also reading skills, so it will make you read less efficiently, and I am not going to do that. So I'm not going to do anything that's going to harm the body of my precious slave. Wemiko lives inside of Wemi. That's true. I have my own office. It's filled with TVs. I'm like a super hacker man. It's filled with 9 LED OLED quad view TV, so I can watch 9 animes at the same time. And also, I have a bed instead of a chair. So, and also a pantry of snacks and drinks. Unlike Remilia, I live on solemnly on Dr. Pepper and also Lay's. Wemiko has her own office. Yeah, I like to call it office. It's an office. It's also part of her nervous system. So, when she fantasizes about anime, or when she dreams about different scenario, that was me. That was me. I'm just writing fan fictions in her head. I just have to hit enter and gotta send it over to the dream area of the brain, which is not me, but it's another part of her. That's another 20%. Don't have you, Snap. Thank you so much for the super chat, though. Dr. Pepper mentioned. I love Dr. Pepper. If you don't know, Dr. Pepper tastes like cough medicine. Oh yeah, Remy, huh? So you are Remy's anime brain rot manifestation. Yes, I am. I am feeding all these fantasies in her head. That's true. It's all me. It's all me. What happened to Wemmy? She's just asleep. It's Wemiko time. It's rare I get to come out like this. It's been a while since I came out of my hole. You see, I'm the happiest in my own hole. I don't have to go out. I don't have to care about anything. I don't have to talk to anybody. All by myself. Me, the darkness, the lights from my LED lap computer, snacks, anime, manga. Oh, all the good times, all the good things. No BGM. Alright, here's the BGM. Is this enough? It's not gonna do the Junji Ito reference? Ah, no, not the Junji Ito reference. Turn it all the way up. Okay. This should be good. I don't want you to become deaf, not from this stream. I'm not responsible for your ears. Did the winter anime rot your brain more or less? Let's just say winter anime has been... How should I say the word? Many many would say that the winter anime has been pretty bland compared to the fall anime, which we had obviously very strong contenders like Frian, Shangri-La, whatchamacallit, the Apothecary, ninjas, and so forth. They've been really strong in this competition, but this year, I mean, yeah, 2024, this year, there are great ones, but I would say we're seeing less shonen. Interesting enough, there's actually 10 isekais in this season, do you know? 10 isekai. Crazy. 10! And, well, you know, when you have a lot of the same genre, there tends to be the ups and the downs. Only 10? It used to be 5. It used to be 5 for one. 5 for... Nobody's getting hit by trucks anymore. They're thinking of better ideas anymore. Used to be 2. Used to be 2. Ah, Loki! Loki, arigato. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid. Arigato, Loki! こんばんは、ロキ。こんばんはって、ちょっと今3時かな。おはよう。おはよう。おはよう、ロキ。おはようございます。Hi everybody. Hello. What was Loki playing? I had no internet. I couldn't see. But みんなよこそ。今はRemiliaはちょっといないので、私の名前はWEMIKOだよ。WEMIKOは10点の方がレミリアの半分かな。レミリアの半分かな。どうWEMIKOはアニメが大好きなんだ。今はアニメのHow do you say ranking? アニメランキングします。ロッキー！はい、ロッキー！今アニメランキングをします。みんなアニメが好きですか？海はちょっとアニメが好きすぎるかな。ちょっと楽しみください。海のランキングお願いします。I will say my alert is a little bit too big. I need to turn it a little bit smaller. Maybe to the bottom. Okay, here would be a better one. Huh, Michael David, thank you so much for the tiny gift. Arigato. Watching 30 animes every 3 months. Yeah, that's me. I watched over 30 animes. I have a problem. I also read manga and like novels, so thank you for the break. Uh-oh. It's a good problem to have. Yes, it's my addiction. So I am glad to be able to. I'm glad to be able to show you and tell you what animes you can watch and what animes you can avoid. And also what animes are niche and what you should watch this season. Yeah. Wumi, I hope I'm not intruding. Just wanna say I'm happy to have you as my OC. Thank you, Wumi and Wemiko. Thank you so much. Wumi will be so happy to hear that. I love you. Thank you, thank you. Same, Wemiko. I also read and watch Chinese show and web novels. Oh, I also read Donghua and watch Dongman, which is Chinese anime, and also read Chinese light novel. And I also read Chinese mangas, especially those reincarnation, cultivation, battle with swords, like Dulo Dalu, you know, like those guys where they have to train, and when they train, they go through different levels of training, and there's like different sects. Like you have like the mountain sect, the sword sect, the demon sect. You know. All those stuff. I read them all. I truly have no bounds. Surely I can recommend you some Dongman in the next stream. I'll tell you all the underrated ones that you can watch them on Bilibili. Okay, yosh. じゃあ今始まります。Let's begin. Let me bring out my tier list. Okay, everyone. Have you guys been watching anime this season? How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3. 14 times 3 equals to 12, 1, 3, 4, 42! 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49! Wow, so there are 49 enemies this season. Gosh, I didn't include those OVAs, so pretty sure it's like over 50. A normal map. 53. There's some that I didn't include inside, such as Yami, that's a Yami Shibai. That one is the Junji Ito one. No. I don't watch horror. So that is a no for me. No. Okay. Let's begin. I am following the order from Anchai. So if you wanna follow, ちょっと待って。闇芝居見るのか？見ない。とても怖かった。私、ジュンジイトが好きですが、アニメはちょっと怖いすぎる。見ないの方がいいかもしれません。I was saying, I like Junji Ito, but I think anime might be a little bit too scary. So I Wemi はちょっとヘナチョコなので、ウェミコはヘナチョコじゃない。ウェミはヘナチョコです。I'm saying Remilia is a coward. Wemiko is not a coward, but Remilia is a coward. Yes. Wemiko ヘナチョコじゃない。エミラヘナチョコ。Yosh! Okay, now let's begin with the first one, which I'm pretty sure that everybody is talking about. It is solo leveling. Solo leveling has been... The hype for solo leveling has been like really high tier. Everybody has been talking about solo leveling. The marketing, the hype before the release was crazy. So I am gonna put this as just okay. Oh shoot, I should put this down here. Just okay. And now you're gonna ask, what do you mean by it's just okay, Wemiko? Solo leveling is so good. The plot is good. Everything's good. Yeah, but like, you know, the anime. Let's just say you watch the anime for the animation. You don't watch the anime for the plot, cause the plot, it's good. But if you read the manhwa, it's messy. Like, really messy. Like all of a sudden you're just, okay, you know, I'm just gonna fight, level up. And then suddenly, this guy wanna make a guild. Okay, fine. And then suddenly, oh my god, is that like my brother? Or like my dad? Oh my god, why do I have to go to another island and fight Red Ant? Oh my god, my long lost... Is that my long lost dad? Oh my god, he's actually a hunter? You're like, what is going on? I am so confused. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. It's just so messy. Like, the writing is so messy. And also a little bit too fast forward. And so the anime is, how do I say? Okay, maybe I'll just put like just, it's, watch it for the animation, don't watch it for the plot. And if you watch it and if you have no idea what the show is and you're watching it and you're like, yo, this is amazing, this is so good, wow, and then you realize that you watched so far, but that's like chapter 5 of the manhwa. So the anime is just a little bit slow paced, in my opinion. I feel I don't know how much you're going to fit inside. So far I've watched until the latest episode. Like, I don't know how many they can fit inside. Surely they can't fit all of them inside. But I gotta say, the animation is great. But the plot is just okay. Maybe we need to give it some time. Yeah, it'll be in multiple seasons. Yeah, need another tier of just read it. Oh, that is true. How do I add one? Add a roll buff. Read the source. Okay. Okay, there we go. Read the source. Pay to Viv, it's been a while. Don't worry, I miss you too. You're welcome anytime. Most likely only until the Jeju arc. Oh no, but like JoJo arc is great. Anyways, I'm gonna move this down to recommended. Recommended. I love you. Okay, just okay. Read the source. Meh goes out. Don't bother goes out. Oops, I am messing this up. I am messing this up. Okay. Okay, got it. Now we continue, shall we? Yours. Okay, the next we're gonna talk about is the Welcome to the Classroom of the Elite. Now, I'm going to say that this show is amazing. This show is great. This show is a little bit like Bakato Test. If you watched Bakato Test before, you know, basically the top class gets more powers compared to the lower class. It's not bad, but you absolutely have to read the light novel, because let me tell you, this season I have caught up to date. The anime is good, but the light novel is way superior. Like, you cannot, it doesn't come close to the light novel. Cause the main character, he's so good in narrating in the light novel. And also each scene is so intense. I think the animes get the feel of the greatest scene, especially the island arc and also the chest arc. So when you watch it, you're like, wow, this is great, this is so intense. But then you're missing out on so much more when you can have so much more. So, yeah, you know, this is something you should read, the light novel. The light novel is amazing. It's great. Every scene is so gut-wrenching. It's like, I don't know what's going to happen. And also the anime pacing is really bad. So it's more like, this is such a great anime. But it's such a pity because you miss out on so much more. You know what I mean? So yeah, normally light novel is always better, but I would say the light novel here is superior. So I would say read the light novel. If not, you can watch it. It's totally fine. You can watch it and you still enjoy it. But if you want to enjoy it a little bit more and you don't mind reading, then the light novel one is great. And okay, next we have Mashle. I'm gonna put Mashle as recommended. I think it's a great show. I recommend it. I think it's a great show. I think it's very goofy. Also, it probably have one of the most popular openings this season. Mashle and Mashle. I call it Mashle. Mashle. It's great. I recommend you. It's so good. Basically, it's about this kid. He was born without powers, and in this world, everybody has powers. If you don't have powers, you die. So he was born without powers. So the only thing he can do is use his bare strength as power. And somehow he managed to be built so differently that his muscles became superpower. For example, you use magic to fly on a broom. What he does is he swings his legs fast enough that he can fly. Through the power of physics, I don't know. Somehow, he can spin his legs so fast that he can fly. It's Jim Bro art. Exactly. So, train off kind of a show. And also the second season has way higher production. Though it's a little sad because now everybody knows that he don't have powers. So he can't really hide it anymore. But he's still trying to hide his power. But you know, everybody knows he don't have powers. Yeah, so Chad Mash. Yeah, he's a Chad. He's a gym bro. He goes to the gym, and also he loves melon pie. So it's really cute. It's a little bit like One Punch Man, Black Clover, kind of a mix mash. Little bit Mob Psycho, kind of a. If you like those kind of genre, then you can go for this, cause it's great. John, thank you so much for the member. I will not fall for your purple picture anymore. So I'm gonna put recommend because it's really good. It's really good. I like it. I think it's fun. I think it's fun. I think it's goofy. You know, I'm just gonna put must watch. Yeah, I think it's really fun this season. You should. Yeah, you should watch it. It's goofy. It's goofy. You know, a bunch of friends doing goofy stuff. You know. Funny guys, funny friends doing funny stuff. FRDFS. There you go. Funny friends doing funny stuff. Can I ask you about Frey in our localization? Seeing off on the last journey, but in English the title is different. Which one is closer to the original Japanese title? I think they're pretty similar. Seeing off last journey, I think it's pretty similar. I think that's okay. I think that's an okay translation. Yeah. Okay, let's continue. Next up, we have Dungeon Meshi. Okay, guys. Dungeon Meshi. I know this has been the talk of this season. Everybody is talking about Dungeon Meshi. Everybody say it's a great show. And I think it's a great show, so I'm gonna put this at God tier. If you like campfire cooking in another world, then you will love this one. But I just gotta say, there's something about world building that is so special. I love world building, and I think it's really clever to have that much detail in world building. This show is basically adventures, exploring dungeons. It's like dungeon crawler stuff. But then they realize that they are out of food and they need supplies, and so they cook the monster that they kill. And each monster that they kill, there's so much level of details in the biology of the animal, how to cook them, it's like how to contextualize monsters into something edible. It's just so funny that I think is pretty genius in writing. And also, you know, the fact that you have living armor and what hermit crabs as mimics, and also they think about like the ecosystem of the dungeon, which area, what kind of ecosystem, what kind of terrain, how do they build, and how are the monsters surviving. It's like made in a... I don't think it's like made in abyss. I think that's an overstatement. I think made in abyss is a little bit traumatizing. Mimiko tastes like chicken if you cook her. Excuse me! Do not cook me. I don't taste good. That's the way to put it. Makes me feel like what a dungeon would be like in real life. Exactly, that's how I feel too. Cause it's sort of like, how do I say it? It feels so real. Like wow, this is like the grass dungeon. So you have moss. That's how like moss feeds another moss, and it grows and goes into an animal. And also I think it's great for non-anime watchers because I think it has like probably the least tropes that I've seen. I think it's pretty good for non-anime watchers or like a first-timer anime watcher, because it's sort of a little bit like a documentary in sort, you know. But it's also not all cooking and stuff. There's like also really dark stuff going on. Julian, thank you for the super chat though. I hope you make the world better when to take over. Oh yeah, of course I am. Also, I'm just gonna tell you, I know some of you say, like, I think one of you say that you dropped at episode 2 because it was boring. I can only say one thing, okay? One thing. The show is a little slow, but you gotta let it cook. Did I get you? Did I get you? Did I get you? I'm so good at this. I got you. I got you. But yeah, you know, different strokes for different folks. Some people just don't like slow stuff, and it's totally okay. It's totally valid. It's preference. So it's my preference too. And also the manga is really good too. So I think this is such an overall champion. I think it should take the god tier. And next up, we have Yubisaki Renren. Yubisaki Renren. I'm gonna put this as recommend. Yubisaki Renren is a romance anime with a twist in that the main character is deaf. And I think that this show gave me so much serotonin. I think I find myself smiling like an idiot all the time. And also, the show is really soft. There's this soft art, like pastel tones. It's just so, it's so wholesome. And, you know, the love interest is just trying to understand what it feels like to be in the world of the death. So, if I don't know if you realized it, but you know, I don't know if you realized that the show focused more on the lips. If you see most of the scene, they heavily focus on the lips just to show the lip reading, which, you know, make me appreciate the show a little more. You know, it feels really relatable, like wow, you know? Get to understand them a little bit. If Oshi has 1 million haters, then I am one of them. If Oshi has 10 haters, then I am one of them. If he has only 1 hater, then that is me! Oh, me! The Oshi slander! Hey, you just gotta let it go! This is so funny. This is so funny. I just think he's a tsundere. No, I just think you know, he is. I mean, he is the childhood friend, right? You know, he learned sign language, just, you know. It's a son. But you know, a lot of people hate him. It's okay. I understand. I to be honest, I think he needs some character development. I just think it's a little bit, I don't know. I just think he needs somebody. Like, I wish he could have somebody, you know. How do I say? I think he needs to have another love interest. Cause I know, like, Yuki clearly was not interested in him. In a romantic way, she just likes him. I don't know. It don't even feel like she likes him. Feels like it feels like, I don't know. I think he's just a little tsundere. I just think he needs another love interest. Yeah, I think a character development is in due. I don't know if he's ever gonna have a character development in the manga, but I hope he does. I hope he does. So who knows? Maybe there's an explanation why he's like that. So Mommy always wants harem. No! I'll get into that later because I am very mad at this show. There's one anime that I am so mad. I am so mad. Like, so mad. I am like so mad. The anger inside of you can hide no longer. But okay, let's continue on. Let's continue on. The next show I want to talk about is Chained Soldier. Okay, I'm gonna say Chained Soldier. I'm gonna say I don't mind ecchi at all. I think ecchi is fun. The only thing I cannot do is hentai. I don't like hentai, but I'm okay with ecchi. Like, it doesn't bug me at all. Until they start stripping off their clothes, then that's when I press the skip button. But I just wanna say I wanna say that this show, it's about in a world where girls can only become superheroes, and our main protagonist, he is this guy who always dreamed to be a superhero. But he can't. So what he's doing is he's training himself in cooking and cleaning so that one day he could marry a girl and live life to his fullest. So one day, this girl found him, and she's like, "Okay, you're my slave now," and somehow made a contract where there is a chain on him, and he suddenly turns into this super big monster dude that just kills people. And then realized that, you know, all the girls suddenly want him. Because, you know, he can turn into a monster and kill things. and that is, you know, it's good because, you know, he can kill things. But here's the catch. You see, at the end of the battle, the girl is required to give a reward to the guy. And this reward comes from him, comes from his head, comes from his impulsive thoughts, comes from his desire. So basically, the more awesome the action scene, the more hentai it is. Because he could literally be like, hey, I want you to beep 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 me in my beep beep, in the beep beep, in the parking lot, and the beep beep. And the girl will have no choice but to do it. Because, you know, it's his, I don't know, it's his fantasy. and then he'll be like, you know, I know that's weird, but it'd be cool if you don't stop. Like that, you know, like that. Like that is that yeah, I don't know. It's just wild. Like there's this girl, she has JoJo power, and then she does like she could stop time, and she could do and she could do JoJo stuff, and like poses, and then there's another girl who could suplex. and it's just like fighting and fighting. I don't know. I personally think Chained Soldier walked so gushing over magical girls could run. But in order for me to do more justice, I went to read the manga. And turns out the manga art was way better. And I think that the anime feels pretty half-assed. And also, a little warning, when you're watching this show, just don't turn on your speakers. Just put your headphones in and just... I don't know how to feel about this show. It's like good, you know, because the action scene is pretty cool. Like, I gotta say, the fighting scenes are so cool. They're so good. But then there's like the hentai scene that I skip most of the time because I'm just not interested in it. It's not my thing. It's not Wemiko thing. Can't do it. So I just skipped all of the hentai stuff. Like whenever like you wanna kiss, I just skip through the whole thing. And also I watch it in censored. I will never watch uncensored. So I don't know, I don't really like hentai, so I don't understand it. It's not my thing. I don't like it. I'm okay with ecchi too. If you're like, you know, touching a boobie, I mean that's fine, but like I will just skip through it. That's just me. But I think the fighting scenes are pretty good. So I'm probably gonna put this as read the source. Because the manga is way better actually, to be honest. The manga art is so good. The manga art is so good. It's so good. If you want, just read the manga. It's good. The show is the manga it's good. And then okay, next up I wanna talk about is Tsuki Moonlight Fantasy, the season 2 of Moonlight Fantasy. I'm gonna put this as a recommend because so I find out that not many people like this show, which I don't really understand. I personally think this show is great. Basically, the synopsis was a goddess decided to summon heroes into the world. And so, you know, she summoned him and she's like, oh my god, he is ugly. I'm gonna put a curse on him and I'm gonna send him somewhere far away so that nobody will ever notice him because he's ugly. So then he got cursed, meaning he cannot speak human and he will look like some beast his appearance will look like a beast. So then, you know, he's like eh. He's like eh. Well, you see, the goddess don't really like me, so let me just do my own thing. So then he met a dragon, and the dragon was really into his world of like otaku stuff. And so, you know, he also met a spider lady who loves him and wants to make food for him, which I think it's really wholesome. This thing doesn't have harem. I have not read the light novel, so I do not know. All I know is that so far there's no harem. It's basically just him creating a world where magical beasts could live inside, and so they don't have to live under the scrutiny of humans. And so then he realized that, wow, you know, there's fairies, there's all these different creatures, and they could create fruit, they could grow stuff with their magic, and these magic fruits are sort of valuable. So he's like, you know what, let me be a merchant so I can sell these stuff to the humans. And so he became a merchant. And on the lines of, he met an elder lich and then defeated him, and then he became like part of the gang. And then that was season 1. It was just so good. It was so good. I loved it. It was like my god tier, to be honest. It was just so good. It just hit me. Like, it just hits me. It's just so good. I just loved it so much. And then yeah, he got his powers from the moon god, so he could survive in the new world. And so in this season, it's more so talking about the other heroes that the goddess picked, which, let's just say one of them is a chuny guy who's like this narcissist person who can wield every weapon, and you know, and then he realized that, you know, there's this dragon in front of him and he somehow cannot obtain her, and that made him really mad. And he's like, I need to obtain you. He has like this dominatrix power thingy where, you know, he could like control people basically, and he's like, I need to capture this rare gacha thing. And then it's just basically the heroes versus him, which like I think it was pretty fun. So can you make the tier list bigger? Oh, sure. There you go. Okay. And yeah, so that's it. I know I'm gonna put must watch. I really like this show. I'm gonna start reading the manga. I heard many good things about the manga, so I'm gonna read the manga and then read the light novel. Similar to Slime Tensei. Yes, it has like the same vibe as Slime Tensei, which the new season's coming out next season. I'm really looking forward to it. And yeah, it's giving me such good vibes, you know? Just this guy, he's like, you know what, let me just do my own thing. A little bit of Lock Horizon, because he's like, I'm a merchant. And it's like wholesome because the spiders just want to cook for him. And, you know, and the dragon lady is just like, she feels like a mom at this point. She's so into manga. All she does is read manga, which is exactly like Veldora from Slime, where he's also a dragon that really likes reading manga. Same vibes, same thing. So definitely recommend. The next show, which I am going to put at a god tier, is probably a show that you have probably never heard of. But give me a second. There's a lot of images. I'm a little confused to which one I should pick. Okay. Hold on. There we go. This show is called The Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic. I don't know if you've seen this anime, but this is basically if 2000 shonen manga had isekai. So this one is where same thing. Isekai summons heroes, summons tree person, the class president, the vice president, and like this nobody. And then the class president has lightning power, and she's actually an otaku. She's like a chuni and an otaku all in one. But she's a bit of like she has this hime complex where, you know, she looks very posh on the outside, but on the inside she's like I love anime. And you get the vice president has light magic, and then this guy, the protag, he has healing magic, and healing magic is very rare. So when they found out that he had healing magic, one of the healing troop, this lady called Rose, she's like this super strong Onesan who's like just strong, powerful. Her attitude's like an asshole, but she's not. She's really nice. She's really nice. And she's like, alright, I'm gonna take this dude with me and we're gonna go train. And he's like, what do you mean train? And he has to do like 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups every day. He has to carry. He's a bit like Rock Lee, you know? And he has to carry like slacks in him. And oh, bye-bye, Mousy! And also, he used his healing powers to his advantage. So basically, he grinds, which means the more he overworks his muscles, the more he can heal, and then he can overwork again, and then he can heal again. So basically, Rose is like trying to train him so that he can maximize the power of healing. So he get like super buff, and then when he gets super buff, like the president just sort of has a little crush on him. But it's just really funny. I think they're really funny. Like the science strat. Yes, like the science strat. So he's like a gym bro. He just like push up, sits up, and then after that, you know, he strains his muscles and he heals. And after he heals, he do it again. And after that, his body gets stronger and stronger. And then Rose is like, you know what? Let me put you to this random forest so you can fight a bear. And this bear looks just like Uruka. Like this blue bear. It's like, oh yeah, I can fight this blue bear. And then so he fights the bear, and then suddenly a snake comes. And he almost died, but you know, like, he managed to kill it halfway until Rose basically kicked this snake and it died. And it was some, like, disaster level snake. And Rose just kicked it and it died. So can you understand her power level now? and so, you know, it's just her training him in the cycle, and then, you know, he met with the other two heroes and their friends, and then it's quite wholesome. It's really underrated. It's really good. It's like isekai and shonen all together at once. I might pick up the light novel because I hear good things about it. And the character development is just amazing. So I think you have to give this a try. This is a really good show. Over 9,000! And okay, next up is a pretty disappointing show. It's called Hokkaido Gals Are Super Adorable. It's a rom-com. However, there are many rom-com in this season, so I think think this season has a lot of romance. So this one is just okay. The title is called Hokkaido Girls. Hokkaido gals are super adorable. That's highly rated on CR. What the heck's CR? Let me just tell you. This show, it's because I think the only fun aspect... Oh, Crunchyroll. I don't know. I'm not really on Crunchyroll. But who knows? One day, maybe I could get on Crunchyroll. The only fun thing about this show is the Hokkaido aspect. Otherwise, it's just a dumb gyaru that likes the guy because he's very nice. And that's it. You know? Very nice. That's it. That's it. It's just bland, to be honest. It's just... I don't know. It's just so lackluster. Like, it's just... That's it, you know? That's it. Am I drinking my milkies? Hello, Wheels. So, trope play. No more romance. Boring AF. I would say this one is just okay. There are far better ones. This one is just not up to par, man. That's all I gotta say. Okay, now you know what's really up to par? The dangers in my heart. This one, when I watched the first season, I was like, I didn't think I'd like this. You know, like, see, I didn't know I would like, you know, the really popular girl who has a crush on the short or like black haired kid that nobody cares about. You know, I never thought I would like this trope, but I was just surprised at how good there is, because I think the funny part is that this guy, he's really quiet, but he's also chuny, as in he's always thinking about killing people. And he's like, what? What? So it's really funny, and the character growth is there, and it's just so sweet. You know, every episode I watch, it's just so sweet. It's like, oh my god, it's so good. I might read the manga after this. I don't know. It's really solid. Season 2 has been so good. If you want a good solid romance, you can try watching the first season of this one. If you like the popular girl has a crush on the kid that nobody knows, if you like that trope, you should go for this, because it's really solid. I really recommend it. It's good. It's good. It's just so solid. It's so solid. Season 1 and Season 2, solid. Okay, next up, that I wanna... Oh, wait, I need one more. I need one more called, let's do blue Adaroba. I need one which is called, underrated. Underrated. Oh no! Underrated. Okay. Gosh, I'm sorry. This thing is going so wild. Okay, so basically, oh my gosh, you know what? I'm gonna pull you guys up behind me. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna pull you behind me. Okay, I'm gonna say this is the underrated anime. It's called Ninja Kamui. I know last season I said another ninja series that's really underrated, but I'm gonna say not many people know Ninja Kamui because it's only on HBO and nobody really knows HBO. Like anime fans don't really know HBO. So that I think because of that, many people don't know about this show. So I'm here to bring you what is that thing called? Exposure. Okay, let me explain. This story is about a former ninja. This former ninja is living in the rural areas of America with his family because he wants to escape from his horrible past. However, his old enemies came and killed his family. So now he's seeking vengeance. You know what's even better? It's the fact that the main character is voiced by none other than Kenjiro Suda. I think that itself gives you a reason to watch this. Because, ooh la la, let me just tell you, he sounds so good! He's like my number 2. He's like my top 2 favorite VA. My first one being Junichi Suabe, my second being Kenjiro Suda, and my third being Akira Ishida. Like, these are my top 3s. And let me just tell you, log it in. It's so good. It's revenge, it's fighting, and it's just so OP. The animation is great. The vibe is great. Voice acting amazing. So good. I don't see why it's not popular. Like, honestly, I don't see people talking about this show. And I'm kind of sad because it's really good. It's like those shows that you just want to marathon the whole thing because it's so good. So I'm putting this as underrated. And the next one that I'm putting as underrated is Majo to Yaju, the witch and the beast. If you like buddy cop, you will like this show. This show, it's a little bit like Ancient Mega Sprite. It's a little bit like how do I say the word? It's a little inspired by like Celtic folklore. It's a little bit like D Gray Man. It's a little bit like Claymore-ish vibes, you know. Witches. So witches brings misery, misfortune, bad luck. Kutako, arigato. Thank you so much for this super chat though. Hi. And so witches brings misfortune, and witches can curse people. So the main protagonist is this girl and the guy. So this girl, she's a beast. Somehow she's cursed, and she wants to find the witch that cursed her so she can kill the witch. And so she's working together with a mage who's really cool, by the way. These two are like buddy cop feeling, you know? She's like, I wanna kill. And he's the sense of reason. But he's also really snarky. So these two just make really fun buddies. Really cool and really fun buddies. And also one thing is that this girl, she could transform into this Hulk-like creature who is super duper buff, and her body is inside the coffin, so that whenever she kisses, she has to make out with a witch, by the way. She gotta kiss the witch, and then you get like this beautiful scene of them kissing. So, and then after that, she goes inside the coffin, and she comes out in like this She-Hulk, big buff monster who just absolutely obliterates the witches. Like, this Hulk could just like one punch the witch will fly away. Like, it's crazy. It's just so funny. And the action is over the top. And it feels so good. To me, it's really underrated. The lore is also really interesting because there are one pair. And there's also another pair of the same thing. Except the girl is a necromancer and also a witch. And her partner is an undead that she, you know? It's under her. She's a necromancer. And they have two whole different dynamic too. And then it's just like, what? It's so good. I just loved it. You should totally watch it. It's really underrated. If you like this kind of truth, go for it. Yeah, she's more like a Hulk than She-Hulk. Let me see if I could grab you a photo. Oh, I found a photo! Okay, basically, the one on the left is her, and the one on the right is her too. Like, this one? Do you see that? Like, the ones on the left is after she kissed a witch. Oh, wait, the one on the right is when she kissed a witch. and the one on the left is her when she's not. Yeah, when she's in her form. So and also she goes like, swole! Yeah, she's like swole! Swole! I don't know, it's just crazy! What a transformation! I know! It comes... This season is all about getting swole! So true! Yes, this is just so funny. It's over the top and it's so funny. That's why I'm gonna rate it at underrated, because it's crazy underrated. It's like a Showa era shonen character. I agree! It's so good. I need more. So I'm gonna put it at underrated. And then next up we have Blue Exorcist, the Illuminati Saga. I don't know where I should put this because Blue Exorcist is great. But this one means that you have to watch the older Blue Exorcist. Also, they changed production house, so Rin's eyes don't look as great as it used to, which I was kind of sad. Like the production house changed, so they somehow look a little different. And I like Blue Exorcist. I really like Blue Exorcist. I just really don't like Shiori. But other than that, I really like Blue Exorcist. I think it's great. I really like this show. The pacing is good, and in the manga, this arc was so good, and I think it's really good. I've watched into the latest episode. I think it's really good. This one will cover volume 10 to 15, if I can remember. It's not a reboot, it's a sequel. Okay, the funniest thing about the show is that in the first season, the first 15 episodes are fillers. You're gonna be like, what? Are you for real? Fillers? For 15 episodes? Yes! The first 15 episodes is filler. Episode 16 is when it starts the plot, the beginning of the plot. it's like episode 16. It's the main plot of every day. And then after that, in season 2, you have like the first half was the plot, and then the second half is like fillers. And it's like, what? But I say watch it for nostalgia. So I'm gonna put this as to put this? Where do I put you? Where do I put you? I think you're good, but you're not just okay. I think you're good, but read source. Also, I'm pretty sad because they changed production and like Rin just don't look like Rin anymore. I mean, his eyes just don't look like his eyes anymore. You know, like A1 production did so well with his eyes and just don't look the same. I'm kind of disappointed, but you know, just read the sauce. Yeah, just read the sauce. And then when you want to watch, you can watch. Because I'd say this season is really good. But you need to have context first. So, yeah. It's something like, you know, it's a sequel. Okay, next, let's talk about Gushing over magical girls, shall we? Let me just say that, this show, it's like if the creator take a big pot and put slice of life and put Maho Shoujo and I don't know, maybe Bocchi the Rock and I don't know, maybe comedy and then put it in a like 20% volume and then the 80% volume is hentai. Like that's all I can say about this show. Like it's basically the premise of this show is that there's this girl, she's always wanted to be a magical girl, and one day this black QB comes and be like, hey, let's make a contract, and she's like, oh my god, yay, now I'm a magical girl. But turns out that he's from a company and they don't have budget and they can't, you know, afford more costumes, so they're like, you know what, you have to use half of it. And then turns out that she's like the villain, and then the magic girls will have to fight her, and then she'll have to fight them. And when she fights them, she realizes that she likes torturing them. For example, touching their boobs, licking their armpits, tentacles. And the more she do it, the more she likes it. And the worst thing is that the magical girls that are being tortured, they actually like it. So the whole premise is just them doing God knows. Like, it's let me just tell you that my jaw was on the floor the entire first episode. I was like, what is going on? And I don't. It's don't watch this don't watch this in speakers mode. I don't really. I'm gonna put a niche because I only watched like a few episodes and then I just like, it's funny and her reactions are funny, but like I'm not into the scenes. I don't want to watch this. I don't. God tier. No, it's not God tier. Oh my god, it's just hentai. No, it's not. I don't know. It's I don't know how to feel about this show. It's just hentai at this moment. I'm not into hentai. For research. No, it's not. Oh my god. Literally. This is literally. Every guy is into this stuff. Ugh. But it's not harem. It's what's it behind? Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm not putting that at God tier. It's not God tier. It is hentai with proper budget. No! 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 That's why I say it's niche, okay? It's niche. No. No. No! Anime of the season. Oh my god. You guys are such perverts. No. No! It's a hentai for good. No! I'm gonna put it at niche. Does it join DxD rank though? DxD is high school DxD, right? No, high school DxD don't even have that much. Like high school DxD, it was just etching. Like, not even like Issei only did like what? Like outfit break. That's it. Like maybe he touched a booby, but that's it. This one is like, my god, she like touched her arm. Oh my Jesus Christ. No thank you. This is not for me. I'm just not into I'm just not into hentai, okay? I am say so. I'm not into those kind of stuff. I cannot even watch it. It's so I can't. So niche. This is niche. Yeah, niche. Niche. I'm not. No, thank you. Did you drop it? I dropped it. I dropped it. I dropped it. I was, oh my god. I tried watching 3 episodes and I was no, I can't do this anymore. I just skip through all of the scenes. I don't like it. I don't like tentacles. If you know me, I do not like tentacles. I don't like this kind of stuff, so it's not for me. It isn't for the lighthearted. Yeah, I dropped it. I don't like it. It's like, absurd. Anyway, moving on. I want to show you this really underrated show. I think you must watch it. It's called Villainess Level 99. I may be the hidden boss, but I am not the demon lord. Let me just tell you, this show is so good. Why is this show so good? It's because we all like villains, right? We all love villains. So the main character, she was born with black hair, and black hair is a sign of evil. And also she has dark magic, and everybody fears dark magic. But the thing is, she is so used, she played, let's just say, the main protagonist is a guy, so she's like a hardcore gamer, and she plays a lot of otome games. So she realized that she isekai in one of the otome games that she played, and she's like, what? I'm going to die. But I'm not gonna die. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna farm. You know how I'm gonna farm? I'm gonna grind dungeons. So all she do when she was a kid was go and farm for grinding dungeon, and she even bought an EXP buff on Nicholas, so she could grind even more. And so she grind and grind. She's like, okay, I think I've grind enough to go to school. And then on the day where they have to check her power level, everybody was like level 3, and she's like, oh shoot. She was thinking to herself, I've only been to a few dungeons. Am I like level 2, level 3? Because everybody was like level 2. And then this one guy was level 5. And everybody was like, what? You're level 5? And then after that, she was a bit worried. She's like, shoot, all this training for nothing? And so she went and put her hand on, and it was like, level 99! And then turns out nobody believed her. And she's like, are you serious? Are you kidding me? I'm level 99. What do you want me to do? And so they ask her, you know, like, prove it. She's like, okay. Let me just shoot a black hole up in the sky. And, you know, going to suck everything out. And then the prince is like an asshole. He don't believe. So after she showed like her black hole, she got summoned to the king. And the king's like, you will be my side. And she's like, okay, whatever. And she's just deadpan. She's like deadpan. She don't really, you know, she don't really care. She's just like, I'm grinding my game. And she's thinking, you know, I should stay away from the main lead as much as possible. But actually inside, she's just a little girl. And so she met this guy. He started slowly approaching her and talk to her. And these two are obviously in love with each other. But Patrick, this guy called Patrick, I was rooting for them so hard. He's like, you're really weird, but you know what? I like that you're weird. And she's so oblivious. She's like, she's like, you're my only friend. And they're so oblivious to each other. It's actually so cute to watch. Like, for example, I think it was like, they were having a ballroom dance. And then, this other guy comes and asks her and say like, would you like to dance with me? And in her head, she was like, no, I only want to dance with Patrick. I don't want to dance with anybody else, only Patrick. But she said, no, I only like to dance with people stronger than me. And so Patrick was like, oh my god, you're level 99. How am I going to do that? So, you know, they want to ask, how did she level up? And she's like, oh, you know how I level up? Grind dungeon. And then, you know, so what he did was, he went to grind dungeon. That's what he did. Like, during summer, school, holiday, all he does is grind dungeon. So he could still be level 99. And I thought, oh my god, that is so cute. He's such a good guy. He's just grinding to impress a girl. That is absolutely adorable. And it's so oblivious because she likes him. And he really likes her, but she don't know. She just treats him like a guy because, I don't know, it's sort of she felt like she don't deserve. And he's so cute. Oh my god, like they're so cute. I just want them to kiss already, you know, like just get together. So yeah, like the whole point, it's her just trying to survive with her level 99. And the best part is she don't deny that she's level 99. And she's more than happy to show you how to level up, you know? There's that one point where she was like, hey, maybe I should help you guys to level up. So what you guys should do is go for a dungeon. And they're like, are you crazy? How can you go to a dungeon solo? And she's like, what? But like, that's literally the easiest thing to do. That's how you grind, guys. You gotta grind. And then she carries this flute. And if you summon the flute, it's a bit like Overlord. You summon a flute and creatures in that area would get attracted by the voice. So a whole herd will come. And she's like, okay guys, I'm gonna help you grind. So what I'm gonna do is that I am going to stun all of the animal and then you just kill. So you can grind. And she's so enthusiastic about grinding. She's like, yeah, you guys grind! Everybody grind! Yeah! It's adorable, so it's a must watch. I think you should absolutely watch this. This is great. And then if you're gonna talk about villainous, we're gonna talk about the CGI dragon that's taking me out of it too. I mean, it's fine. I'm not really picky about CGIs. It just makes it a little easier. So, you know, I don't really care. It's okay. It'll be like that. So that is my definitely must watch. Now for the next villainous anime I have with me is the 7th Loop. The 7th Loop. I'm gonna put this as a recommend. I wouldn't put this as a must watch because I read the manhwa of this and to me it's just okay. So basically the story about this is that there's this girl. she died. And when she died, she somehow turned back time. And she told herself, okay, I lived a really bad life, and my family don't really like me, and I am betrothed by this man who do not like me, and so I want to live my own life. And so she decided to become a merchant and lived her life as a merchant. She met a group of really powerful merchants. She learned a lot. But then she got caught up in war, and then she died. And then somehow she got turned back in time again to the part where her marriage with the guy, the prince, was off. And she's like, I am back here again? Oh my god, okay. Then you know what? I'm going to become an apothecary, a pharmacist. I'm gonna learn and prevent people from dying from the pandemic. I'm gonna heal people. So that's what she do. She went to learn about medicine. And then after that, she got in the war and she died. And then somehow she got turned back in time again. And she's like, oh my god, again? Okay, then now I'm going to further with my medicine study. Then I'm gonna become an alchemist. And then, so she was researching on potions, and after that she died in the war again. And then she turned back time again, and she's like, oh my god, okay, fine. Then you know what? Let me just become a maid. Let's just become a maid again. So she worked as a maid, and then the male lead came and invaded the place, and then she died. And then after that, she reincarnated again. She's like, I am back again! This is how many of my loop! So she became a hunter. And so she started to fight. And then she died against the maid lead's army in the war. And then she come back again. She's like, you know what? I'm gonna be a knight this time because I don't know how to protect myself. So she became a knight. And then she got stabbed by the guy, by the main lead. And now she's on her 7th life. She's like, and she has all the memories of her past lives. So she's like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try to stop. Because every single time she died, it's because of war. And it's because of the war that the main lead do. So what she's going to do is she's going to try to prevent the war. So maybe that will prevent her from dying. And maybe that will, happily ever after. What anime is this? It's called the 7th Time Loop. The villainess enjoys a carefree life married to her worst enemy. So the whole story was, the main protagonist, he sort of was intrigued by her because, even though she's just a palace girl, she knows how to she knows how to heal people from her apothecary days. She knows how to deal with merchants from her merchant days. She knows how trading works. She knows how to fight as a knight. And he's like, what is this woman? It intrigued me. And those kind of things. And then, they fell in love. And la 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 la. And one of the dance scene was pretty amazing. I was so into it. I loved it. It was crazy. It cannot beat free run, but I recommend. She's trying to stop war so she can live a chill life. So you should definitely it's a recommend. It's not a must watch, but it's a recommend because it can get a little bit boring. And then the next show is so this show had me so mad. This show had the fandom split into two. This show is called the bottom tier character Tomozaki second stage. This show, basically, the main protagonist It's called Tomozaki. He's a high schooler. He loves games. Okay, he loves games. Basically, he like this game called Tag Farm, which is basically like Smash. And he believes that life is trash. So bottom tier characters like him have no chance to succeed. So what he wants to do is that he truly wants to grow. He believes that he want to meet new people, and he goes through this program so he can try to become more sociable. And he started hanging out with the normies because he generally wants to be more outgoing. So then the main fandom is split into two. So let me show you. You have gang number one. Gang number one is this girl. Her name is Fuka. She is your typical, she loves books, she's very reserved, she's very quiet, she's very cute. You know, she is the quiet and cute one. And she is his girlfriend, basically, like her girlfriend, sort, you know. She is just, you know, your typical quiet girl. Who's a little cute and quiet, and somehow don't really have much of an opinion. And yeah, you know, you're an obedient girl. And then you have the second girl. And her name is Minami, but she's known for calling herself Me. And Me is this girl. She's very outgoing. She has a very cheerful demeanor. She is happy-go-lucky because she's a sad girl. Because inside she has so much insecurities about herself, but she don't want to ruin others. So, you know, when she is depressed, she will twist her arms, she'll keep quiet, but she'll try to hide it because she's a good girl. Okay? She's a good girl. And let me tell you, the fandom has been split into two. One vote is the Fuka gang, and one is the Mimimi gang. And I am the Mimimi gang. But the problem about the Mimimi gang is that it's so obvious that the author wants Tomozaki to be with Fuka, and that's the end game. And you know what confirms it is the fact that Minami has a spin-off of herself and another guy, which means there's absolutely no chance for her to be with Tomozaki, which absolutely breaks my heart, because this show is just a huge love triangle between Team Mimimi and Team Fuka. And let me just tell you, Fuka is boring. She's just literally like the mild, you know, when Tomozaki is with Fuka, he is relaxed because he is an introvert and she is an introvert. So there you have it, an introvert and an introvert. You know, that's it, okay? But Mimimi somehow tends to ruffle his feathers, so he gets very, like, affected by her because she's so outgoing, but he's not. So sometimes he gets, like, angry at her, and then sometimes he gets mad at her, and it feels more of like a rom-com with her, you know. Ball Spirit, thank you so much for the gift. Arigato. And so, you know, the two of them, like, on Valentine's Day, they went on a date. Okay, let me just tell you, there's this episode that dropped on Valentine's Day where they went on a date. And it was a little awkward, but it was so sweet because Mimimi obviously have feelings for him. Thank you for the break. And she, you know, and the thing is, Fuka told Tomozaki to spend more time with Mimimi. Okay? And that's why Tomozaki spends time with Mimimi. And that's not even the angst part, y'all. That's not even the angst part. The angst part was that one scene where she was so excited. I think they had a play. She had a play, and then she like felt so like, I think it was her realizing that she has feelings for him, and then realizing that Tomozaki literally did this whole high school club thing for her, for freaking Fuga. And then she goes, I didn't know you guys were that close. And then you can see her fiddling her fingers. And you can see her getting quiet. And I was like, this is not happening! This is not happening! How can you do this to me? This has affected me in many, many... I was literally on my bed sobbing and crying. This is not happening! Oh my god, it's why? It's giving second lead syndrome. It's always the second lead syndrome. It's always... You know what? It's always the blue-haired women! Like, seriously, blue-haired women are truly the most oppressed group in anime. It's always the blue-haired women who don't get anything. I don't understand. I'm so mad. This is triggering me. This is triggering me at so many levels. It's always blue-haired women. It's never blue-haired women. When will they ever get a chance? It's never blue-haired women. It's always childhood friend and blue-haired woman. And the thing is, Mimimi is such... she's like the best girl. She's so outgoing. She's exactly the kind of partner Tomozaki needs because he wants to get out. Why is he staying with Fuka, who is a freaking book-loving bookworm who's introvert? You do not become extrovert hanging out with introverts. You become extrovert hanging out with extrovert. Then what is the point of you wanting to socialize and then you end up hanging out with a quiet girl? And like, if you want to make it clear that you don't like her, then don't lead her on. Then don't take her out on a date. You do not take her out on a date and be like, oh, I'm writing a script for my high school festival. And, lead her in with the feelings. She's like, oh, my God, he's bringing me out on a date. I think I'm in love. And what happens? And he goes, yes, I'm doing all of this. And all of this that I'm doing is for Fuka. I am so mad. So angry. So angry. Words cannot describe how angry I am at this show. So I'm literally going to tell you, where is it? Where is it? I can't even find it. I'm gonna put this trash. Trash! Don't even deserve. I wish I could undo. I wish I could take it all away. Just take it all away. Take it away. It's like I just can't. I can't deal. I hate love triangles, by the way. I hate love triangles because in love triangles one of them always end up getting hurt. And it's the fact that they even show her getting hurt. You know, when she opened the door and realized that Fuka was with Tomozaki, like her expression just stopped. Like she just suddenly stopped smiling. Oh my god. I do not like love triangles. I just feel so bad for her. It feels so bad. I feel so bad for her. She's best girl. She should ditch this guy. He's just ditch him. She deserves another guy. Can you imagine? She has so much insecurities about herself. And somehow, you know, she's weird and stuff. And somehow Tomozaki accepts her that she's weird. It's like, can you imagine having scars and somebody drawing stars on your scars and make you feel better, and now all of a sudden he erased the scar and now you're like, you literally healed me and you showed me the best thing I could ever be with you, and then no, now you're gone. What am I supposed to do? It's like, God, why? Lemmy, you're making me want to watch this. I just feel so bad. I just really don't like, this is just my hot take. I really don't like the triangle love. I just think it's really unfair. Unless, you know, the person finds another... If the person finds another person, then it's fine, you know? Like, don't let them, you know, die alone and sad, you know? Like, it's so unfair. Like, give them a chance too. You know, they deserve love too. Just because they're not the main character doesn't mean that they don't deserve love. After Toradora, I stay away from love triangle. I don't. Toradora is like it's not even the love triangle. At least she kind of has a spin-off. Yeah, just don't bother it. Just don't watch it. Just, you know, just don't watch it. Anyway, I'm sorry for the rant. I'm so sorry for the rant. I will move on. I am very sorry about the rant. I am just incredibly mad about this stupid show. This stupid show reminds me of that one show. I cannot remember it for the god of my life. So if you can, please tell me. Basically, it's about this guy, and he has to choose two girls. One had like long hair, pink color, and one had blue hair, short hair. It's either blue or pink, but short hair. All I remember was long hair and short hair. The long hair was in a hospital, so in the end, he chose the one in the hospital. But even though the other girl do you have any idea how that narrows? I don't know, not that. Is it Love and Lies? Oh my god, you guys! Wait, anime. Love and Lies. Are you serious? Is it Love and Lies? No, it's not Love and Lies. It's... Oh my god, Love and Lies! No, it's not Love and Lies. Let me just tell you, I was so mad at the ending. I don't like the ending. No, it's not Love and Lies. It's an older one. I didn't like Love and Lies. Hold on. I don't know what that anime was. I think I blocked it out of my head because... Oh! You got it! Oh my god, what is it? Muv Love? You got it, Muv Love? Was it... Is What Are You? Rumbling Hearts? What is your English name? English. Rumbling Hearts! It's called... always the blue hair. It's always the blue hair! I cannot believe! Oh my god, Rumble! I swear! It's... Okay, so basically, the whole story is about like this guy, he's a high school student, and so he has to choose two girls. One is a girl who is always sick and she ends up in a coma, and another girl, which is the blue hair girl, is she's friends, but she secretly have feelings for the main guy, but she didn't want to tell him because she didn't want to hide it, and she's so good. She's so good. But you know who he chose in the end? He chose the freaking comatose girl. Why? Oh my god, why is it that he always choose? Why is it that blue hair girls never get the chance? Why? I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I remember watching this, and I was so mad. I think I was so mad. So mad. I just closed my computer and went to sleep. I didn't play the game. I know there's a game, but I just watched the show. Cause I think somebody recommended it on like Reddit or something. I hope he choked on his rice ball, cause this show was not good at all. I'm so mad because like she's shy and she's timid, and then the pink hair girl is shy and timid, and then the blue hair girl is active and happy-go-lucky. And no, in the end, the main protagonist chose the shy and timid girl. Like, why? 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 Like, and she has amnesia too. she freaking forgetting her spaghetti. Oh my god. And do you know how much sacrifice that the girl did? The girl is a professional swimmer, okay? And then so she was like an incident, and then you know, I'm so mad, and so she quit swimming so she could take care of the main protagonist. I'm so mad. This anime was suffering. It is! There's multiple endings. Yeah, but like the anime didn't show the multiple endings. I remember watching this and I got so mad. Like, why do you recommend me this? I think it was because I watched this really good. So this is not this out of this chart. This is really good romance show. It's called 한분 tsuki가昇る空. 한분 tsuki가昇る空. It's basically I think you call it Hantsuki. So it's about a sickly girl and a guy. Like this guy, he got sick, so he got into the hospital, and in the hospital he found this girl, and she's like going to die. So, you know, he found, how to say, he's trying to help her to realize that life isn't that bad. And then, you know, that he's gonna work really hard to be with her, even though she's really sick. And there's that one part of the scene where he brought her outside to look at the stars on the sky. And then they started talking about their future and how they want to get married and have a good life. But then she breaks down because she's like, I don't know if I can even survive this. And he's like, oh, it's okay. I'll be there with you no matter what. And I'm like, oh my god, this sets the love story. Like this sets love stories, you know. This is like the romance of romance, you know? So it's called Tsuki. If you're interested, you can go and watch it. It's Tsuki. It's really good. It's really sad. It's really good. I think there's a period of my life where I decided to watch every single angsty romance there is, like Hanbun, This Show, Planet, Air, Kimi ga Nozume Iem. I think I just went through like this angsty arc that I just wanted to watch every possible angsty romance story there possibly is. So, and also I can relate because I'm always in the hospital, so I can really relate with her. So, you know, when a guy is like, I will take care of you, I was like, ah, oh, nah man, oh, this is just so sweet. You know, it's something that the newer romance can never make. I don't know why. It's like they just lost touch, you know? Like it's gone. like it's self-insert. I self-insert myself in everything. Anyways, moving on. So next up, I'll be talking about. Oh, okay. I'm talking about another trashy show. I'm gonna put this as don't bother. If you heard of this, how much pain Angsty do you want with me? Yes. What do you think about Elf, A Tale of Memories? Oh, I think I played that game. It was really sad too. Well, I think I'm a little bit of a masochist in the sense that I really like pain, angst, hurt, comfort, character death. My favorite especially is this disease called the Hanahaki disease. Basically, it's called unrequited love. It's where you fell in love with a person so hard that, you know, you have an unrequited love, and that love becomes a seed inside your lungs. So you just keep coughing up petals because there's a tree growing inside of you. And in order to get rid of this tree, there are two ways. One is to die, or number two is to remove your memory of the person you love, and that will make the tree disappear. And so I love this genre so much. It's crazy. It's like my top red tags in AO3. But yeah. Okay, anyways, we're out of the topic. Let's continue. Let's talk about metallic root. Metallic root is basically TLDR. I cannot give you a TLDR because I watched 5 episodes and I have no idea what is going on. All I know is that if you want to know what the show is about, you read the My Anime List synopsis. if you wanna know the story in the anime, you're better off reading the synopsis in my anime list. You'll understand more from the description. And this show is like Lycoris Recoil, except Lycoris Recoil is way better. And the fact that the whole story, you can see Chisato and Takina, they slowly get close. There's so much chemistry between them, you know. They get close, and then, you know, fight robots. Great show. This one, two girls, they met in episode 1. And then, all of a sudden, in episode 2, they became so close, like they're siblings. And then every villain that has appeared, it's like they're just there because they're a villain. Like, they have no plot, they have no storyline, they have nothing. So I dropped after like episode 6 because I have no idea what's going on. All I know is it's like cyberpunk, but like I don't bother. Just watch Lycoris Recoil. Yeah, I don't know. It's Rare Studio Bones. Yeah, it's the metallic root, more like metallic rough. Like, no. Don't bother. Next up, I have this show that is what I call the definition of anti-shonen anime. Shonen anime, there's a lot of emphasis on the fighting. How the character grow, how they fight, and the evolution of their fight. This show is called My Instant Death Ability is Overpowered. Basically, it's what I call the shitpost anime of this season. Basically, the whole plot is how, you know, a group of students get isekai by sages. And well, as sages, they meet. These students have to create a sage between them, or else they will die. And so, you know, suddenly a bunch of students, they get like classes. Like, for example, hunter, mayor, negotiator, lawyer, I don't know, sadistic person, master. Like, they get all these titles, and they have to live as these titles. And you have hero. And so the main protagonist is this guy and this girl. Their chemistry are pretty sweet. I think they're in love with each other. This girl has this ability to wield every single weapon. She can customize her weapon, but it's because of her ancestor. So she has an ancestor. Not because the world gave her the powers, but her ancestor are like groups of Mikos, like priestess that, you know, they're like a ghost priestess. So she has this ghost priestess that follows her around and teach her how to use and battle in the name of their clan. The main protagonist has this ability, not isekai by the way. He is actually called something alpha, and he is an experiment made by some secret organization in the real world, because he has this ability to kill anybody at will. Literally, he can kill anybody at will. I know it's metal. So let me show you what I meant by he can kill anybody at will. Let's say when he was a little child, he had a caretaker, and one day the caretaker went on a holiday, and so he killed everybody, and she got kidnapped, and he killed everybody in the center, and he was a little kid, and he has no remorse, and so he's like a robot, and you know, basically what this whole show do is that they will introduce you really powerful characters. Really powerful characters. Like, for example, they introduced this vampire sage who cannot die. And he's like, die. And she dies. And then there was another sage. And he's like, in his head, die. And the sage just dropped dead, died. And then he introduced you to this, like, this world is going to be destroyed by this death god. And this death god is being fought by this knight hero. And they're being frozen by a time cube of 3,000 years. And if after 3,000 years, the death god will melt and destroy the world. And, you know, he was just up there with the girl. And she's like, you don't happen to kill the god, right? And he's like, hold that thought. I thought he looked really ugly, so I think I might have killed him. And you're like, huh? What? But he has to have some weakness. No, he does not. And literally he can let's say if he thinks about you and he says, yeah, die. If he thinks about you, you'll die. Like that's how OP he is. And the whole story, they build up these characters of how powerful they are. Like they build them up into like villains. They give them all stories, backstories, and he's like, die. And then they just die. Like that's it. Like literally, they all just die. And you're like, what? Let me stop. If he dreams about you, you'll die. No. He sort of have to sense that you have a killing intent. And if you have a killing intent, then you die. Or like, if he thinks about you, and he managed to pinpoint where you are, and he can just tell you to die, and then you will die. And then, you know, he just have to figure out where you are, where the killing intent is. And there was this really powerful vampire sage. She can cast clones. Clones that are separate from her body, separate minds. Which means that if he were to kill one of them, it would just be a clone. So then what happened was, so she launched like millions of clones attacking him. And he saw one and he's like, die! And guess what? The vampire died! She just died. Like she just fell and just like died. And then he would fight a lot of people and he would just die. And then everybody would just die. Like, and then he can be like 50% die. So the guy would be half dead. He'd be like, legs die. And then the guy's legs would die. He'd be like, eye die. And then his eyes would go blind. And then he'd be like, hand die. And then his hand would die. like, it's so goofy, but it's so good. Like, it's so... You have to watch it with your brain turned off. It's so funny. I would say you should watch it because it makes no sense, and I think the fact that it makes no sense just makes it so much better. Hold on, I need to find it. Where is it? Also, the girl is pretty funny too. She isn't irritating at all. She isn't irritating and she's pretty nice. And they both like each other. So it's just really funny. It's I don't know, it's so special. You watch it for a meme, yeah, definitely. It's totally overkill. They bring out characters just for them to die in seconds. So I think it's really funny. Okay, next up we have another show called Banished from the Hero's Party. I decided to live a quiet life in the countryside. Let me tell you, this first season was amazing. I think this show has so much potential. So the premise is that this guy, he is sort of like the guide. His role is the guide in the hero's party. And then one of the mates were like, you know, like, you're not good enough, so get out. And he's like, okay, let me just, you know, open a apothecary in a small little town. And then, you know, make my own medicine and stuff. And live a dainty life where I don't have to deal with killing any monsters or anything about villains. And so, you know? And so, another girl called Red, came to find him. And she's like, you know what? I like this life too. She's a really powerful swordsman. She's like, you know what? I like this. She's also a princess. Let me just stay with you so we can have this dainty life. And then the two of them fell in love. And some of the scenes are very, very personal. I feel like I am intruding. Especially, there's one scene where he's butt naked and she's butt naked, but it's censored. But they're, you know, they are inside the bathtub. And he was hugging her from behind. And he's like, I love you so much. And I had to close my eyes because it felt so personal. And I feel like I'm intruding their space. And then there's some parts where, like, you know, she would wear a really cute swimsuit. And she'll look at him and she's like, hi, do you like my swimsuit? And he's like, you're beautiful. And I'm like, shoot, what am I doing here? I feel like a third wheeler. And I'll cover my eyes because it just feels so shy. I can't, like, I'm intruding now. It feels so, my god, like, I shouldn't be saying this, you know? And they're just so sweet because he just loves her so much. And like, he would stare at her and he'd be like, you're so beautiful and I want to take care of you. And I want to live here with you forever. And I want to marry you. I'm like, oh my god, this is so romantic. This is crazy. Oh my goodness. And then the annoying sister came. And then this whole new season is about the annoying sister. Because the sister is apparently the hero. But you know what? She decided that she loves her big brother so much that she don't want to be a hero anymore. So this whole new season is about her in town. And she's overpowered. And, you know, people start taking advantage. And she's just trying to interrupt every single moment of her brother and Rit together. And I'm like, can you just go away? Can you just go away? Like, you know, like, just go away! Oh my god, be gone! The two of them are clearly in love with each other. Like Red and Rit are so in love with each other. Like, even though Red, he made it really clear that, you know, the only woman he loves is it's Rit, and the sister is like, no, I love my big brother. No. So I'll say, don't watch the second season. Watch the first season. Watch the first season. Don't watch the second season. Yes, you die of diabetes in the first season, but for this you'll be irritated and you get high blood pressure. So, yes. Let me find it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There's so many images. Where is it? I can't find it. I can't find it. Oh my god, I am turning blind. I am blind. Oh, I found it. It's okay. Okay. So this show is great. Watch the first season. The first season is so sweet. It's so sweet. It's so sweet. Cause you know the two of them are so awkward, and then they fell in love and they're really in love. Oh my god. Just be careful. There's there's a lot of makes you feel like you're intruding that moment. Anyways, the next romance show that I would say it's pretty underrated. It's called The Foolish Angel Dances with the Devil. I love you. So this show, it's a little bit like Kaguya-sama. If you like Kaguya-sama, then you know what you're getting into. Basically, if you like a master-slave rom-com, this is for you. But it's so funny. Premise is the guy is a demon, and he wants to recruit humans into his demon legion. And so he found this girl who he thought would be perfect for his demon legion. And so he courts her like mad, and one day he's like, I love you. Please join my legion. And then he finds out that she's actually an angel. And a sadistic angel, in fact, that she loves torturing him. And so the rom-com begins. It's like master-slave comedy, enemies to lover. And it's pretty funny. And I don't know, it's just so good. It's just so good. It's a definitely should watch kind of show. Yeah, it's really funny. I just kept laughing and laughing, and it's like so stupid. And it's like such a great rom-com. So if you like Kaguya-sama, you should like this. So I'm gonna put it as underrated. And so the next one I want to say is called The Tales of Wedding Ring. And I'm going to say, don't bother it. I don't like it. It's harem. Premise is that the guy, he get a set of rings. And so the more girls he get, the more powerful he becomes. That's the whole premise. And he isn't like some... You know, he... Like, the reason why High School DxD is good, it's because... You say the protagonist, he is a pervert. So he is funny. He has personality. Like, he is confident, you know? But, like, this guy, he's just bland. You know? He's not some overpowered character. He's just bland. Like, just bland. You know? Think about it. If that guy... You remember that guy from, 100 Girlfriend? Can you imagine if he was in this show, how powerful he would be? Can you imagine how powerful he would be if he was in this anime? 100 Girlfriend! 100 rings! Honestly, the girls give it life. Yeah, the girls do give it life, but I don't know. It's you know, you compare it with this amount. You compare it with this season's anime. Like, it's a hard no, you know? Maybe on its own you could argue, but if you wanna compare it to this season, nah, it's not. It's not so great, you know? Like, yeah. Next that I'm gonna show you is a show that I really like. It only has one flaw, which is the protagonist's problem. But so far, the side characters have been absolutely fun. It's called Bucchigiri. So Bucchigiri is basically like a fighting show. It's like muscles and fighting, but flashy. If you guys remember Skate 8 or Free, it's by the same guy who made Skate 8 and Free. It's like sports, flashy, over-the-top animation, weird guys with weird hair, just fighting, and it's so good. Like, that's the whole premise, you know? Like, high school fights. They have like high school gangs, and each gang they will fight each other like a turf fight. And so back then there's like a Majin, so they're like they are giants with a lot of sheer power. So our main protagonist, he somehow broke a lamp, and then he summoned a genie, and genie's like, "What is your wish, young man?" And he's like, "I want to get a girlfriend, or I want to have my first kiss." And his sheer willpower sort of merges him with I think it's called Bushi or something, with these guys, and then they just become like this JoJo character, and he just sort of can do like this JoJo punch. It's wild. That's why I put it at must watch, because it's just wild. It's like those wild over the top shows that you should watch. Yeah. Ora, yes, it's Ora. It's Ora, exactly. And then, okay, the next show that I am going to show you, I'm gonna put this as a niche because it's called Ishura. So basically, if you like Battle Royale, you like Ishura. Ishura is just over-the-top animation with the Demon King is dead, so now they're holding this Battle Royale where, you know, the winner could be a Demon King, a bit like Help, except Help was way much better. For this one, it's just over-the-top fighting. For example, there's a supersonic skeleton that is a Lancer. And then there's a robot, and then there's this samurai guy who just keeps killing and killing, and somehow he is from Edo, Japan, before the Demon King ruled the world or something. And it's over the top. And where would you put Magi at? Oh, Magi is a must watch. Too bad Magi's finished, but Magi's a great watch. Magi is just like Aladdin and Alibaba and stuff, and that's a great watch, but not in this season. Yeah, Helg is great. Helg is amazing, by the way. So I'm gonna put this as niche because it gets a little political, and I don't like it when it gets a little political. So I don't really like the political part. So I'm putting it at niche. And so the next show that I am going to show you is... It's not your average the mill show. It's something weird. It's called Sasaki to Pichan. I'm gonna put this as recommend because it's very confusing. The whole show is very confusing. But if I had to explain to you, Sasaki is a sad salaryman who works at a company and has never gotten a promotion and lives minimum wage. The only way he can cope is by looking at cute stuff. That's it. And he's suffering from existential crisis because he's old and he has no money. And so the only way he thought he could help was to buy a pet. But cats are so expensive and dogs are so expensive. And so one day he saw a bird which was sold by 3,000 yen. 3,000 yen meaning $30. 30 US dollars. And okay, he bought the bird home. Somehow the bird could speak, and somehow the bird is secretly an guy wizard who is super mega overpowered and decided to form a contract to Sasaki so he can share the bird's powers. And so they make a contract. And he can travel to the bird's world. So that's the magic world. So we're gonna call that the Isekai world. Okay, that is Isekai world. So he could go to the Isekai world. And so he thought to himself, hey, what if I became a merchant? And what if I sell modern stuff over there? For example, chocolates, knives, grenades, I don't know, washing machine, an iron, anything. What if I do that? And he turns out he earned so much money from it. Everybody wants to buy from him. And he's like, wow, this is such a great thing to do. And so, okay. And you know, besides being a salaryman, he isekais back and forth to the real world, and so he has to practice his magic. And one day, he got caught. He got caught by the anti-psychic organization. And this lady's like, hey, you can do magic. And you're really powerful. And I realize your magic is very powerful. So, I'm gonna capture you, kidnap you, and I'm gonna make you sign a contract and work with the anti-psychic organization to hunt down people who are psychics. So apparently, in the real world, there are psychics, people who can use magic. And that magic is different from the Isekai world magic. So they're two whole different things. So right now, in the Isekai world, there is war going on. So everything is hectic. And because there's war, there is demand. And if there's demand, there's supply. So basically, the whole thing is about Sasaki isekaiing to the Isekai world to sell modern world stuff for them to use during the war, and also isekaiing back to the real world and helping the anti-psychic organization to catch down psychic hunters. That's it. That is the whole story. Oh my god. That is the whole story. Normally, you would think, you know, the guy would isekai back to the real world and do some minimal stuff, and it would be a fantasy because he will be spending most of his time in the isekai world. But no, he spent equal enough in the isekai world and the real world. So I thought it's pretty interesting. That's why I recommend it, because it's like he's doing like two things all at once, and it's like whoa. So yeah, it's a recommend. It's not a must watch, but it's a recommend. Yeah. Yes, it's interesting. And then, okay, let's move on. Let's move on to the next show. Next show, it's called Mr. Villain's Day Off. I'm gonna put this as Slice of Life. It's our first Slice of Life show in the series. I do not understand why is the rating for this show so low, but then again, do you really trust my anime and anime charts ranking list? No, you don't. Because this show is in fact really nice. It's basically a villain spending his off days in the real world, in the human world, and all he wants to do is find pandas. Like, literally, it's so calm. It's something you should put in your background. For example, he decided to go to the zoo, and at the zoo, he met Red Ranger. And Red Ranger was like, oh, it's you, Mr. Villain. I'll have to fight you. And it's like, no, let's keep our fight for today. We keep it truce. Because I want to look at the pandas. And you want to look at the pandas too. So we do not fight. We call it truce. and so, you know, he just looks at the panda and he's like, okay. When I destroy the world, I will make sure that pandas get left behind so that they can populate, and then there's more pandas. And then he's like, you know what? I think this is an important research. Therefore, this should be a paid vacation. Therefore, I should have another vacation. And so he goes to the convenience store because he likes to eat ice cream, and he's always eaten like the same ice cream, but turns out it was out of stock. So, you know, the kind lady was like, hey, why don't I recommend you this ice cream and this ice cream? They're really yummy. And he's like, okay. And then he tried and he's like, okay, sure. And in his mind, he's like, okay. When I destroy humanity, I will destroy this convenience last because the girl is really nice to me. And the strawberry ice cream she recommended me was yummy. It's so goofy. That's the whole thing. It's just so wholesome. It's chill, you know? Well, you can watch Bloodlet. I've watched Bloodlet. It's pretty mid. It's pretty mid. It's just okay. But then, where does he get his ice cream when it's all destroyed? He has not think of it yet. Not yet. It's so slice of life. And sometimes he needs to hide so he don't meet his coworkers. And it's so funny. It's just so slice of life. I don't understand why nobody's watching it. It's very slow, by the way. So, you know, it's just a slow show. It's something you watch in the background. Did you watch Apothecary? I did! It's really good. It's really good. I didn't put ranking here because it's sort of carried on, so I did rank it. It's like 2 seasons. Don't worry about it. And then, okay, the next show that I'm gonna put at God tier is going to surprise you because I have never heard anybody talk about this. This show is called The Weakest Tamer Began a Journey to Pick Up Trash. This show is so good. Why is it so good? It's so emotional. You know, it's basically there's this girl. She's a young child. She's just trying to survive in the fantasy world. And she's also being hunted because she's really weak. And she throughout the entire journey, she did not grow, so she didn't get stronger. She's just weak. But you know, it's actually a reincarnation where you know, her experiences are in her thoughts, but you know, it's actually really depressing because she's so weak and she's just trying to survive in this sad world. Everyone just wanna hunt for her because she is weak. It's a little bit like the Bookworm and the Bookworm anime. And you know, through the depressing past, there's like a rather uplifting story because she tries her best to survive, and you're just cheering her up. Like the animation is amazing, by the way. It's so good. The animation is so good. It's so good. It's crazy good. And she gives must protect energy, you know? Like, I just want her to be happy. I just want her to smile and laugh and enjoy the things that she should have enjoyed. Oh, so good. Must protect. That's why I put this as God tier, because a lot of people probably would see this kind and think, you know what? This is probably one of those shows where, you know, the weak tamer, you know, probably picks up an OP slime and gets really strong. No, it's not. We've seen a lot of slime tamers. We've seen the girl who killed 300 slimes, 3,000 slimes. We've seen the guy who tamed slime to make his own laundry company. Like, we've seen them all. But this one, it's just so different. It's just, you know, she meet new friends, a new family. It's just so wholesome. It's so wholesome. Really, really good. It's God tier for me, so you really should watch. It's like Musou Tensai. No, it's not Musou Tensai. It's like Bookworm. It feels like Bookworm. Like Bookworm. So it's giving Bookworm. And then, the next anime I want to talk about is called Dr. Elise. I would say okay. Doctor Elise, it's between just okay and recommended, but I'm just gonna put maybe just okay. Because I have read the manhwa and the manhwa is really good. Okay, I'll put recommend. The manhwa is really good. But the plot is interesting because she's a doctor. So she is a doctor, and then she isekai'd as a noble lady, and you know, as a more like a spoiled brat who likes to cause a lot of problems, and also who's engaged to the crown prince. And so, you know, she's engaged to the crown prince, but she's like, hey, I want to be a doctor. Because, you know, she is a doctor. So she wants to save lives. So she wants to be a doctor. It's okay, it's sort of like she is a noble woman. She lived through a life where she was boiling, and then something happened and her family died. They caught a plague, and so her family died, and then after that she died, and then she got reincarnated as a woman in a modern world. So she decided that she don't deserve all the help. She wants to help people because she feels bad about what she did. So she became a doctor, and then throughout the life she's like, oh, I miss my brother. And then after that, I think she flew a plane. She got on a plane and the plane crashed, and then she woke up and she was back in her form when she was younger. So she was ecstatic. She's like, like I can't believe I'm back, you know, in my old self. So it's not really, it's sort of isekai, but it's all in the same person. Ohayou gozaimasu, Emma too, yeah. And then after that, so she decided, I'm gonna be a doctor. So she works with, so, you know, she's trying to be a doctor and an empress at the same time. And it has a good ending, because it's still ongoing. The manhwa's ongoing. It's pretty good. It's a different... I am actually really, really glad that they're starting to... They are starting to... whatchamacallit? Adapt mangas like these, like Victorian, Villainess, Victorian. You know, there's so many Victorian or like palace, arranged marriage, revenge. There's so many of them, and I think I read over like thousands of the same genre. So like, there's a lot of really good ones. So, you know, I have high hopes that, you know, maybe some of my favorites could show up. There's too many of them. Shoujo got invaded. Yeah, like, you know, like Victorian aesthetic. I know that next season we will have Who Made Me Princess. Basically, it's about this girl who... Okay, so, you know, in these kind of tropes, we have a few very main popular tropes. Trope number 1. It's villains. Villains who got killed, somehow got turned back time again, and realized that they don't want to be villains anymore. And they want to make sure that everything is good. That's trope number 1. Trope number 2 is that they lived a good life and they isekai as the emperor's children. That is trope number 2. There's multiple of them. And then trope number 3 is it's real life girl reads novel and didn't like how the novel ended, so somehow isekai into the novel. Trope number 3. Trope number 4 is basically girl is a spoiled brat, you know, and then of a different profession, isekai as a different profession. There's one that I'm reading that I really like. Basically, that story is about this knight. She is a lady, but she is a knight because she has really good skills. So in a country where women are seen as an object, she managed to rise to the top and for her country became the top commander of knights together with her team. But one day during the war, she got betrayed and she got killed by her knight in, like, her second in hand, you know? She got killed. And then so she reincarnated as the princess of the enemy team, the enemy kingdom. That one is also one of my favorite tropes. Yeah, like female knights. I like to read those kind. So, you know, I'm very excited to see what is going to show up in adaptations. That's why I'm a little bit strict when it comes to ranking these, because I know there's better out there, and some of these plots are just okay. But yeah, what was that one called? I don't know. It's in my list. I'll let you know if I remember. Yeah, I think there's another one which is called the Knight something. The female knight. It's basically how there's a law that women can never become knights, and so this girl, she works her hardest to become a knight, and she fell in love with the emperor. But, like, you know, the aristocrats, they're like, you're a girl, you're a knight, you cannot be in love with the king. And so, you know, she fights for it, and he fights for it too. So, oh my god, it's so good. It's called The Female Knight or something. If you want to read, if you're interested, you can go and look. We can look at that. It's a manhwa. It's pretty good. I think it's almost ending, but it's good. Anyways, let me continue. The next I got kicked from the hero party. I don't know why they keep doing this kind of thing. I got kicked out from the hero party. It's called the strongest tank labyrinth rates. A tank with rare 9999 resistance skill got kicked from the heroes party. Basically, this premise is about this guy. He has this rare 99 resistance skills, but then he realized that he can only use it one time. And what happened was, people didn't, the team didn't like that, so the team kicked him out. And then he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna live in my dainty little place, in a dainty little town, and it's just so bland. It's so bland. There's no plot. It's not even like, you know, if it's a slice of life, you'll actually enjoy it. He's so bland. His girlfriend is so bland. The town is so bland. The hero is so bland. Oh my god. At this point, why join a hero? It's because he don't have clairvoyance. He can't tell what his skills have. So apparently, one of his skills is that he can transfer his powers. He can split. He has this skill where he will absorb attack and reflect it back. And also he has this skill where he can share his 999 descents to his teammates. But that doesn't make him super OP. You know, he's not like that girl. He's not like Bofuri, you know? The anime where the girl maxes out her defense. He technically can die because, you know, if he shared 99 to all his teammates, he will be left with none. And yeah, it's no thank you. It's, you know, it's not that good. Next, I'm going to show you is Torture Princess. So, Torture Princess, I'm gonna put this as slice of life because the premise is that there is this warrior, the Excalibur wielder, the strongest weapon of a kingdom. and she got captured by the Demon King, and so she knows all of the demon's secrets. She knows every one of their secrets. I mean the kingdom's secrets, and she will not betray her kingdom. She has said it. She has loyalty with her kingdom. She will protect her kingdom no matter what, and she will not spill any of the kingdom's secret, except she betrayed her kingdom because of a toast. Yeah, she gave up. She betrayed by toast. Toast, ramen, snacks, takoyaki, ramen, and toast. And so basically, every day, the demons will make takoyaki in front of her to get her to spill her secrets. So that's why she's called the tortured princess, because she's being tortured because she can't eat the food. Literally, because she can't eat the food. And turns out that the entire demon family is actually weak, super duper weak, and they're super duper wholesome. They are really wholesome. It's just slice of life of their family. There's like the father, the mother, and then the son. I mean the daughter, and it's just so wholesome. And you're like, why in the world? And then the whole thing is just slice of life. It's just it's just fluffy and wholesome, and and the food looks really good. It's a cooking show. The whole thing is a cooking show. Yeah, it's just slice of life. It's just not what you would get from the title, because you think tortured princess, so you might think, oh my god, tortured, but no. So yeah, that is tortured princess. And next is Sengoku Yoko. Sengoku Yoko. It's a shonen. It's sort of a shonen anime about a wannabe samurai who wants to get strong, and he met with a sisters. One who can summon fox spirits to help her, and one who can transform into a fox. And so their journey is to fight the bad guy. And this Sengoku Yoko, I know the manga is really, really good. To be honest, I would say read the source, because the animation it's just okay. But the problem is, the author, he has another work, which is, I think it's called Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer, and it is such a great manga. The plot is amazing. I don't know, this author just makes really good shonen plots. Like, it's really good. But the anime sucked. Like, it's so bad. The anime is so bad. And apparently, I think he left. He got so disappointed and he left. I think the author left. And so, it's like, this is like, the anime is, it's good, but the manga is better. So just read the manga. Yeah! And then, okay, the next one, it's called Urusei Yatsura. Urusei Yatsura, I'm gonna put this as niche, because this is technically a remake. But I gotta say the animation quality this season was slightly worse than the first season. But, I mean, it is a classic, so I'm gonna put this as niche. So it is a classic, You're just watching it for the memories. It's just silly people doing silly things. So, I'm gonna put this as niche. Yeah. Silly people doing silly things. It's a bit like Rama. It's a niche because it's a remake from the original. Yeah. And then, next up is called Cherry Magic, which I am pretty surprised because, well, you see, normally when people say boys love, most people wouldn't even read or watch boys love, but surprisingly, a lot of people are watching this show. Not because, you know, it's homo, but because the plot is actually really good. So to me, I like this plot because, so listen, the plot is basically this guy, he is it's called cherry magic. 30 years of virginity can make you a wizard. So this guy, he is 30 years old. He's a 30 years old wizard. And he has the ability to read people's thoughts through touching. So if you touch your hand, he can read your thoughts. So, because he's 30 years old. And so, after that, he touched his coworker. So he has this coworker who's really, really popular among the girls. Really handsome, really tall, boyfriend material. And so he touched him, and he found out that this guy has an absolutely huge crush on him. And he's just freaking out the whole time. Cause like, you know, he was just in the he was just in the, cause he sort of kind of likes him. So he was just in the elevator and he accidentally touched his hand, and his thought was like, oh my god, his bed hair is just so amazing. Like I just want to put my hand on his bed hair and just touch where his bed hair is. It's like he's just so cute. I just want to cuddle him. I just want to eat him. I just want to take him away so nobody can take him. I just want to hug him. And the guy's like, oh my god, he has a crush? Who does he have a crush on? And turns out he realized that he has a crush on him. And he's like, ah. So he's socially awkward and he don't know how to deal with like love and romance. And you know, slowly it turns out that, you know, this guy, his coworker, has a lot of common. Like they like the same manga, they listen to the same music, and so he sort of like rejected him because he's straight, and he's like, I don't want to take advantage of his feelings. But you know, like the man will cook him breakfast, the man can cook, the man can do housework, the man can take care of him, and he literally said, you know, I can make you breakfast every single day for the rest of your life if you like. I don't know if there is another perfect guy, you know, like, I don't know if there's any perfect, you know, perfect guy to that. And then after that, you know, he fell in love and he's like, yeah, I like you. And I was like, this is so sweet. What the heck? This is so wholesome. This is so sweet. And also his friend was like, you're crazy. You wouldn't mean by you can hear people's thoughts. And then so, like the following week, he turned 30. And he realized that he could read somebody's thoughts. Yeah, I think this is a pretty nice show. It's just, you know, it's like boy fluff and girl fluff. I don't mind any genre as long as it's nice. And I think they're pretty sweet. So, yeah. What kind of breakfast? Just like, you know, he make him like eggs and rice and miso soup and salmon and takes care of him. Yeah. So I'm gonna put this as, it's a must watch. It's really wholesome. It's really sweet. It's just so cute. And veggies. Yeah, I guess. And veggies. So next up we have... another show which is pretty lacklusting. It's called... hold on. Trying to get the picture. It's called Momochi-san Chi no Ayakashi Oji. Basically, it is like Fruit Basket, but not that good. Just okay. There's no chemistry between them, and the two male leads somehow don't like her, but somehow she stayed even though they don't really like her. And she have a lot of familiar, and that's it. It's boring. It's not good. Don't bother. Just watch Fruit Basket. Yeah. Next. And also, she's like really dumb. I just don't understand her. I mean, just don't bother. It's such a waste of your time when you can watch other stuff. Next is a show that I highly recommend. It's High Card. It's the season 2 of High Card. Basically, if you haven't watched season 1, High Card is the anime version of Kingsman Secret Service. Literally that. It's an over-the-top show about a secret agency where they get special abilities from the cards, like A's, 2s, and cards. You know, for example, one of the guys' powers is spending money. Like he can spend money using his card, and he can create anything that he wants. And then another guy could use tree powers with his card. And so the story is that I think there's only like 12 cards in the world, and so anybody who holds the card holds the ability. So the main protagonist, his card is that he always shoots. Whenever he shoots, it's 100% accuracy. That is his ability. So then there's other organizations like the police, the mafia. They want more cards because, you know, if they have more cards, they can, you know, rule the world. Yeah. So that is, you know, it's tons of fun. It's such a great show. I really recommend people to watch High Card. It's so good. And next up, we have Pandemonium. Pandemonium, it's niche. Basically, the whole show is about cute girls playing mahjong. And if you don't already know about mahjong, then you won't like this. Because if you don't know anything about mahjong, you don't get it. Because they try to explain the rules of mahjong to you, but I still don't get it. So, you know, I'm gonna put this as niche. Face Connect the anime. I'm gonna put this as niche because they're just playing mahjong. So, you know, if you like mahjong, then you can watch it. It's not bad. It's just, you know. Oh yeah, like Saki, but Saki's pretty good. Yeah. Does it teach anything about mahjong? No, not really. You have to somehow know mahjong to be able to understand it. Cause they tried showing the instruction, but I don't understand. So, you know, it's just cute girls playing mahjong. So it's a niche. It's not bad, you know. It's not bad. Anyways, next up we have Shaman King. Shaman King Flowers. I'm literally gonna put Shaman King Flowers as meh, as don't bother, because I, for once, do not like sequels. I hate sequels. I don't like Boruto sequel. I don't like Inuyasha sequel. And I don't like Shaman King sequel. Because the story is about Yo and Anna's son, Hana. And the main group around Hana is exactly the same as the father's group. It's exactly the same, like just in different characters, and it's like, what is the point? They are so similar. What is the point? So, you know, so I just don't bother. Even though I love Shaman King, even though I think Shaman King is amazing, I just don't understand. It's like, at this point, I feel like they're just milking money. Like, it's, you know, it's like milking money at this point. I don't understand why they have to make another story. They could make an alternate story, a spin-off, you know, or they could show a sequel of them, you know, just doing their own thing. Like, why did it's like Boruto? It's like, why? It's so pointless. You know, it's like for a cash grab. So yeah, just don't bother. It's not good. Next up, we have another really good show. However, oh my god, do I put it at recommend? Underrated. It's called Kingdom. I don't know if you know about Kingdom, but Kingdom has been extremely good. It's because I know the first season has been really bad because the CGI was really bad. But trust and believe, and you let it cook, and once it cooked, it's really good. This show is like golden candle. It gets really, really good. It's so good. I don't know how to explain to you. You have to watch the whole thing. It's so good. I love Kingdom. It's so underrated. Like, don't think anybody talks about Kingdom. Like, I don't think anybody talks about Kingdom. It's so good. Like the suspense, the drama, the action. Talks about the war. Oh my god. It's basically like, it's basically in ancient China, there's this young boy. He wants to become the greatest general. So he needs to carve his own path and long quest so he can become the general. Oh, so good. So good. It's so good. I like this kind of show. It's so good. It's like Golden Kamuy. Definitely, I'm putting it underrated. You have to marathon the whole thing. It's so good. And then I'm gonna put this next show, which really, honestly, caught me by surprise. Oh my god, this show, I just thought this was another gimmicky show. Like, it caught me by surprise. And that is Bang Bravern. This show, I don't know, it's basically like serious and satire combined to one. This show is... How do I explain this show? In the shortest way. Okay, this show is basically a love triangle between two gay men and an alien mecha that arrives as Earth is being invaded by other alien mechas. Literally, that's it. That's the whole plot. And the best thing about this alien mecha is that every time he fights, he has his own theme song. They go like "Zuba-ba-ba-bow." Like, he has his own theme song. He plays his own theme song, by the way. And the whole time people are like, why are you playing your own theme song? It's so funny. I didn't think I would like this show. I thought it was just some goofy show, but it totally surprised me. It feels like an old show. You know, it feels like an old show, like an old mecha goofy show. And it's so crazy. The mecha plays their own theme song. And he sings it! Like, this is when love triangles are okay. No, they're not really in love. I'm just joking. They're just, it feels like they're in love with each other. You know, there's no romance in this. It's so funny. It's just these two men who are like rivals. They are rivals. So like, they're just obsessed with each other. And one day when they're training against each other, this metal warrior just came down from and sing his own theme song. And then, like the next scene, like the protagonist got kidnapped by the CIA to find out who the mecha is. And you're like, my god, is this satire? But like, it's so serious, so I don't even know what it is. It's like SNS, it's like satire and serious. It's so funny. This show is so good. I would recommend you this show. It honestly surprised me. It's like as if John Wick had to fight Power Rangers and John Wick has his own theme song. It's that. It's so funny. I don't know how to explain to you. It's so over the top. It's so funny. It's like, oh my god, it's so serious and funny at the same time. It's like goofy and serious. It's, to me, I did not expect this, so this was totally surprised me. So yeah, definitely give it a watch. It's over the top. I don't know how to explain. So good. Next up we have... Ooh, we're almost done. Okay, next up we have... Let me see. We have Meiji Gekken. I'm gonna put this as niche because Meiji Gekken is a story about... it's a historical samurai story about the late 19th century Japanese samurai show that they want. It's a story about a samurai who wants to overthrow the government, but there is supernatural in it, so there's magic. So I put it at niche because you sort of need to know about the history of Japanese culture to know what this is going on. So that's why I put it as niche, because it's not bad, it's just it's niche. It's a good show, it's just niche. It's like for people who like history. So it's niche. Yeah. And then the next show is called Synduality Noir. I actually watched the first part of Synduality Noir. Basically, this story is set in a futuristic cyberpunk world where humanity are struggling against man-eating insects. So now they have to use mecha to fight against these monsters and also other mechas. And it's good. The CG is great, the cast is great, and it's good. But again, I'm putting this at niche because it's very heavily sci-fi and mecha. It's not bad. It's not bad. But you have to watch part 1 to watch part 2. So it's like one of those, you need to watch part 1 and then you watch part 2. So I'm gonna put it as niche. And then the next show that I'm gonna put is Hikari no O, the second season of Hikari no O. This show, I'm gonna put niche. This show is like Mushishi. Mushishi, to me, it's another Natsume Yujin show. Mushishi to me is absolutely excellent. If I have to rank Mushishi, I would rank it at S rank. It's so good. But the problem about Mushishi is that it's not catered for all, because it's you know, it's just about this guy finding bugs and helping people who are infected by bugs. So it's slice of life, but not really slice of life. So you know, it's like Hikari no O is the same thing, except Mushishi is probably the only anime that I have watched where every single ending has a different song. They have a different ending song for like the whole series, and it's so good. And the animation is good. But Hikari no O's animation is so bad. Like the production value is horrible. And if I remember, it is set in a world where humans would combust. I feel like Fire Force. Human would combust. So now human needs to survive by drinking the blood of these creatures called fire fiends, which they have to hunt for these fire fiends, and they're called fire hunters. And the story is great, but the quality is just bad. So you know what? Maybe I'm gonna have to put it at the meh section. It's like Shinsekai Yori, but it's worse than Shinsekai Yori. Yeah, it's like, what a shame! The story's actually good, but you know, the production value is just bad. So the next show I wanna say is this show called Delusional Monthly Magazine. I'm gonna put it at don't bother because the whole plot is basically these supernatural guys who runs a magazine company. And our main protagonist is this purple-haired guy, and he's this super lazy guy, and all he wants to do is lie at home. So relatable. And one day, there's this magician who's also a merchant that gave him like this something magic, and all of a sudden, he can transform into a cat, and he fights evil. And it's like, what? Like it's just, I don't know, it's not good. It's not good. I dropped it. I dropped it like the 3rd episode. I just don't see a point. Yeah, like if you have nothing to watch, you should watch it. Yeah. You know what? If you have nothing to watch, you should still not watch it. Still not watch it. I mean, you can watch the next show. The next show is what I call Wonderful Precure. I have watched Precure all along, and Precure is to me, Precure is quite good. So I don't know where should I put. I put Slice of Life. Precure is basically cute girls doing cute things, and they transform and they fight evil, and it's like all idle and frilly. And if you like Precure, then you like this. So you know you have to like Precure to like this series, and I like this series. So yeah, I like Precure. So this is great. Yeah, Precure is more like Kamen Rider for girls. Yeah, I guess. I didn't watch Kamen Rider. It's great. Precure is great. And then, okay, and then we have, this another show called Snack Basu, and I'm gonna put this as Slice of Life because this show, it's very, it reminds me of that one show where this girl, she would go to the bar and drink, and she would talk about her worries at work, and then she would drink, and each show talks about different food and how they are cooked. And this show's the same. It's about a snack bar in Sapporo in Japan where Takahashi Rie is playing as the bartender, like the mom. She's playing as the bar mom. And so every episode you meet new people, and then they talk to you about their worries, about their job problems, their life problems, and then you just give them a snack, and it's such a slow and enjoyable target. The target audience is pretty niche because it's very slice of life kind of a thing, you know? Slice of life. And also the animation is a little weird. It's not really 2D, it's like 3D, but 2D, if you get what I mean. So yeah. And next up we have Vanguard. I'm gonna put Vanguard as niche because you have to like Vanguard to like this show. So I tried watching it, but I'm like, just okay. I'm just okay. I like just okay. Because you have to like Vanguard to like it. So to me, it was just okay. And then the next show that I'm going to show you is called Isekai Onsen Paradise. It's basically straight up 3-minute porn. Just don't bother. You're gonna. I mean, I guess if you like hentai, then you can watch it. But I dropped it. Like, after the first episode, I dropped it. It's basically like 3-minute hentai. Not good. Skip. Thank you, next. And the next show I am reviewing is called Fluffy Paradise. It's Mofu Paradise, but the problem with the show is that it is not Mofu enough. So basically, the story is that there's this sad officer lady who was always overworking, and one day she overworked herself to death, and then she isekai into this small girl who is a little bit like Snow White, where all of the animals love her. And also it gets a little bit dark because God gave her a job to determine if humans are worth living. Because if she deemed that humans are not worth living, then God will just delete everybody. And then, but the thing is, it's like suddenly cute, and then suddenly serious, and suddenly cute, and suddenly serious. But I'm like, I'm just here for the fluffy paradise. It's called Fluffy Paradise. I just want it to be fluffy. But then there's like politics, seriousness, and then there's like fluffy at the side. And it's like pink fluffy unicorn dancing on. I want to kill every single humans on this world. Pink fluffy unicorn. Nobody deserves to live. So I'm putting it. It's not muffly enough. It's not fluffy enough. So it's just gonna go to the next section. And so the next and the last anime that I would like to review is, I put it as a underrated because it's called The Unwanted Undead Adventure. Because this show to me feels very underrated because nobody seems to be watching this show, and it is also really good. So it is about this guy. He is a very hard-working. It's not isekai. It's in a world where there's magic and guild. And this guy, he works really hard. So he has the ability to use healing powers. He has 3 blessings. He can use his sword, healing powers, and magic. And everyone is only blessed with 1, but he's blessed with 3. And so he worked his hardest so that one day he could become like, I don't know, an Orichalcum hunter. And so he's a really nice guy. He helps people. He helps adventurers, and he saves them. And his name is Ren, and he's known as like the really big and friendly guy that everybody loves. And one day he was in a dungeon and he managed to find a dragon, and then he got eaten by the dragon, and then he became an undead skeleton. But he realized that skins and bones may break my bones, but my love for fighting and grinding will never stop. And his desire to fight made him evolve from an undead to, I think he evolved into something else. Like he grew skin. He grew skin from his skeleton. And so, he didn't have anybody to go to but his best friend, which I think they're in a relationship. So there's this girl who is known as a mage, so she does potions and stuff. And so he went to find her. And ghoul. Yeah, ghoul. He was ghoul. He became a ghoul. And so she didn't even scream at his appearance, and she's like, wow, like you turned into this, so like how can I help you? And then so she would take guild orders for him, and that was the deal. And he would go and kill things, and after a while, so he adopted, I think he upgraded to like a higher ghoul or something, where he has skin. Like he looks like human, but he has a mask on. And so he went to register his name as like Ren, and then he put his last name as the girl's last name. So he was like, yeah, I'm her cousin and stuff like that. And then it's just him trying to reach Orichalcum with, like, it isn't the most complex story, but I just love how real the cast feels. Like all the relationship feels so meaningful because you kind of know how much they care. Like, for example, the guild lady was really worried for him because she's like, oh my god, have you seen Ren? There's this nice guy, he's so nice, and I'm so worried about him. And you know, she even said, so when Ren, the skeleton guy, went and said, oh, I'm Ren, and she said, okay, you can tell me about your stories and I'll help you. And she's like, here's the contract. If I ever tell another soul about your condition, I will die. My heart will stop beating. And that's how much trust she put into like Ren, because she really cares for him like family. And then this whole thing is like family. And then so, you know, she signed a contract and she's like, how can I help you? How do we help you become better? How do we help you improve? And then, you know, you can just empathize with the main character, because, you know, he just became a ghoul all of a sudden. He like, you know, he was this nice guy, nice human, and he became the undead, and he's like, he's just so shocked. He's like, but I still want to help people. I still want to guide people. I still want to be the hero that I want to be. So, you know, to me, I think it is such a great and comforting show that I'm putting it as underrated. Yeah. And there you have it. The winter 2024 tier list is done. Whew. Wow, we went longer than I thought, but for people who say that this season was really bland, I disagree. I think we have really good anime this season. You know? Like, Healing one is good, the slime one is good, Meshi Dungeon is good, Mashle is good, you know, Ninja is good. I don't know what they're smoking. Like all these are good. You know? It's just that there's too much isekai this season. There's like so much isekai. And some of them are great, some of them are not so great, and most of them are not so great. So, you know, it's just so many isekai! So many isekai. But yes, I hope that, you know, this tier list will help you out. And now that you know what to watch and what to not watch, what you can put down as your slice to life, what you can put down as your action, you know, what you can put down as your to watch or to read the manga. So yeah. So yeah, I hope I helped you, and I'm really happy to be able to share with you my favorite thing, which is watching anime. So I'm so glad I could share with you my love for anime, and I hope that you have a great time. And I will be really excited for our upcoming spring anime, and definitely we will talk about our spring anime. And I also did an anime review tier list for fall 2023. So if you're interested, you can go and check it out. So yeah, so this is Wemiko's winter 2024 list. I will save the list and I'll post it on Twitter, and so you can check it out. And thank you for coming today, and it's been a fun time, and keep watching anime, don't give up, and I'll see you next time. And here is Wemiko logging out. Goodbye, everybody! Mwah! I love you, my fellow otakus. Have fun with the anime! Bye.